Do you ever feel like you're drowning in your own to-do list? You have big dreams, huge goals, and a burning desire to achieve them. You know what you need to do. You might even have a detailed plan. But when it comes time to actually start, you freeze. That first step feels like climbing Mount Everest, so you tell yourself, I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow turns into the next day, and then the next week. And soon, those big dreams feel more distant than ever. This is the endless cycle of procrastination. And trust me, I've been there. My name is Alex, and for years, I was the king of procrastination. My apartment was a testament to I'll do it later. Dishes piled up, laundry overflowed, and my passion project, a novel I'd been dreaming of writing since I was a kid, was just a blank document on my laptop, mocking me. Every morning, I'd wake up with a surge of motivation. Today's the day. I'd declare. I'd imagine myself writing for hours, getting lost in the world I was creating. I'd even open the document, but then the sheer size of the task would hit me. Write a novel. It sounded impossible. The blinking cursor felt like it was judging my every thought. So, I'd tell myself, I'm not in the right headspace. I'll just watch one episode of this show to get inspired. And we all know how that ends. 5 hours later, I'd be surrounded by snack wrappers, filled with guilt and regret. This cycle wasn't just affecting my personal projects. It was spilling into my work, my health, my relationships. I felt stuck, like I was watching my own life from the sidelines, unable to get in the game. I tried everything. I bought fancy planners, downloaded every productivity app you can imagine, and even set up a reward system for myself. But nothing stuck. The initial burst of enthusiasm would always fade, and I'd be right back where I started, feeling even more like a failure. The problem wasn't a lack of desire. The problem was the start. One evening, while aimlessly scrolling through articles about productivity, I stumbled upon a simple, almost ridiculously easy concept: the 2-minute rule. The idea, popularized by author James Clear in his book Atomic Habits, is simple. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. You want to read more? Don't commit to a chapter a day. Instead, your goal is to read 1 page. You want to run a marathon? Don't worry about the 26 miles. Your goal is to put on your running shoes and step outside. That's it. It sounded too simple to be effective. How could 2 minutes possibly make a difference when I had a whole novel to write? But I was desperate, so I decided to give it a try. The next morning, instead of telling myself I have to write a chapter today, I told myself something different. I just have to open the document and write for 2 minutes. That was my only goal. So, I sat down, opened my laptop, set a timer for 2 minutes, and started typing. I didn't worry about whether it was good or bad. I just wrote whatever came to mind. When the timer went off, something strange happened. I didn't want to stop. I had overcome the hardest part. Starting, the inertia was gone. That day, I wrote for 30 minutes. It wasn't a whole chapter, but it was more than I had written in the past 6 months combined. Primera playdite, 2-minute rule to everything. Instead of clean the kitchen, my goal was wash 1 dish. I'd end up washing the whole sink. Instead of do a 30-minute workout, my goal was do 1 push-up. I'd often end up doing a full routine. The rule wasn't about the results of those 2 minutes. It was about making the act of starting so easy that you couldn't say no. It's a gateway habit. It's about building the identity of a person who shows up. I wasn't trying to be a novelist. I was just being a person who writes for 2 minutes a day. And slowly but surely, that identity began to feel real. Why is this simple rule so powerful? It comes down to a few key psychological principles. First, it bypasses our brain's natural resistance to change and effort. A big task triggers the fear and anxiety centers of our brain. Our mind says, whoa, that's too much work. Let's go watch cat videos instead. But a 2-minute task? That's nothing. It's so small, so non-threatening, that your brain doesn't even put up a fight. It's like tricking yourself into doing the hard thing. Second, it builds momentum. Newton's first law of motion states that an object in motion stays in motion. The same is true for us. Getting started is the point of maximum friction. Once you're moving, even just a little bit, it's so much easier to keep going. Those 2 minutes break the seal of inactivity and create a forward momentum that carries you through the rest of the task. It's like pushing a car. The hardest part is getting it to budge. Once it's rolling, it's much easier to keep it going. And third, it creates a feedback loop of success. Every time you complete your 2-minute task, you get a small hit of dopamine, the brain's reward chemical. You've successfully accomplished your goal. This makes you feel good and reinforces the behavior. Instead of the guilt and shame of procrastination, you feel a sense of pride and accomplishment. This positive feeling makes you more likely to repeat the habit the next day. You're no longer fighting against yourself. You're working with your own brain chemistry. So, how can you start using the 2-minute rule right now? Think of a goal you've been putting off. Maybe it's learning a new language, starting a business, or finally getting fit. Now, break it down. What is the absolute smallest, easiest first step you can take? Your goal is not to learn Spanish. It's to open my language app and do 1 lesson for 2 minutes. Your goal is not to build a website. It's to write down 1 idea for my homepage. Your goal is not to get in shape. It's to do 2 minutes of stretching. Make it so easy you can't say no. Put it in your calendar. Set a timer. The key is consistency. Do it every single day. The point isn't to achieve your entire goal in 2-minute increments. The point is to become the type of person who consistently shows up. The results will follow naturally. A year after I discovered this rule, I finished the first draft of my novel. My apartment was clean. I was in the best shape of my life, and it all started with 2 minutes. It wasn't a magic pill. It was the simple, consistent power of starting small. Procrastination isn't a character flaw. You're not lazy or unmotivated. You're just human. We are all wired to resist difficult things. The secret isn't to find a superhuman burst of willpower. The secret is to make the start easy, to lower the barrier to entry so that taking action is the path of least resistance. Stop waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect mood. It's not coming. Instead, focus on the first 2 minutes. Show up. Do the work, however small. Because a journey of 1,000 miles doesn't just begin with a single step. It begins with the simple 2-minute decision to put on your shoes. What is 1 goal you've been putting off? Let me know in the comments below what your 2-minute version of that goal is going to be. Let's start this journey together. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe to Be Next to You for more videos on building a better, more intentional life. Thanks for watching, and remember, you have the power to change your life, 2 minutes at a time.